The people have spoken. Utah has been officially named the nerdiest state in America. You guys got a problem, and we're here to provide you with your weekly fix. Let your geek flag fly as we guide you through the latest and greatest nerd news. So throw on your best spandex and get ready to warp to light speed as we enter the world of fandom.
Home screen.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Fandom. I'm Jessica Lane, your official nerd herder and guide through your geeky galaxy. First up, let's get into some nerd news. First up, let's continue with some San Diego Comic-Con news. Heroes Reborn trailer premiered.
Memories are funny things. The good ones fill our lives with meaning, with context, with clarity. While other memories can deceive, the ones that make you believe that you know the truth, those are the dangerous ones. When you look back on the decisions you've made in your life, the one thing you don't want to feel is regret.
This showcased Zachary Levi stepping out of his role as Chuck and stepping into a much more serious role. Levi's going to be playing Luke, a husband that is seeking to avenge the death of his child. The premiere trailer gave us some new characters and showcased some familiar ones as well. The show is set to premiere in the fall of 2015. Look for it.
I don't think I can control it much longer.
Also at San Diego Comic-Con, the trailer for X-Men Apocalypse premiered as well. Although the trailer has not officially been released, it gave us a sneak peek of some of the new mutants that we're going to be seeing on the big screen. Speaking of X-Men, Hugh Jackman has announced that he will be hanging up his claws after one more film as Wolverine. Now, before fans had a chance to get too upset, Hugh Jackman let 3 words slip. Old Man Logan. Here's hoping. In local nerd news, Salt Lake City Comic-Con dropped an atomic bomb on us this week when they made the huge announcement that Captain America himself, Chris Evans, is going to be gracing us with his presence. Next up, my interview with award-winning photographer Kat Palmer. Hi everyone, I am here with uber nerd and award-winning photographer Kat Palmer. Kat, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
You do a lot of different series. My personal favorite series, I've been watching you for several years, is your Femme Fatale. It's Star Wars themed. Please tell us about your inspiration, tell us about the series.
Well, basically I just combined my 2 favorite things in life, which is hot women and Star Wars, because it doesn't really get much better than that. So combine those 2 things, and it was planned in the middle of the night, so I've decided the hot women don't sleep. They're all up at like 2 a.m. on Facebook. So I just had this idea and posted it on my page and signed it up, and we headed out to the Salt Flats. I had a former boyfriend that owned the helmets, and we just went out there and shot because I felt like it kind of looked like Tatooine a little bit. So
it really does. It's incredible. Also, another favorite series of mine is your superhero series. Now, this series is extremely important, and please tell us why.
Well, for me, I wanted to celebrate everyday women because we are heroes. And I feel like the single moms are heroes, the ones that are busting their butts at work, the ones that are pregnant, the ones, and some that aren't mothers, that some women out there that are just empowering others and just kicking ass at their jobs. And so it was 25, I think, women. And we went to the top of the library, and then we also went up to the state capitol, and we had red capes. We did their hair and makeup all really super fun. And it's really important to me because I want little boys and little girls growing up to be able to look up to some powerful women.
I heard a little story that you were Carrie Fisher's photographer. Please tell us this story.
It was, 3 years ago this November, for the Peak Awards. She was out here. I shoot those awards every year, and she happened to be a recipient that year, and we had dinner together. We rode over in the car to the Rose Wagner together. We hung out backstage together, and I am a nerd. But I felt she doesn't need to hear this from her photographer. Why does she need me oohing and ahhing over her? So I don't say a word. For hours, I don't say a word. I'm just super professional. I'm grabbing a meal with her assistant, and I tell him, I'm like, so she was on my wedding cake. And he says, what? You have to tell her this. Like, you have. I'm like, no. He's like, promise me you will tell her this. So later, she was just right there and nobody was around, and I whispered in her ear, you were on my wedding cake. And you have to realize at this point, she's been around me for hours. No clue that I'm a nerd. She starts giggling and she says, why was I on your wedding cake? And I said, well, because I'm a nerd. And she says, was Han there too? And I said, he was. At the end of the night, me and my two best friends were hanging out in her dressing room, and she covered us in Christian Dior glitter, and to this day we will sometimes find little specks of glitter just places, and we just Carrie Fisher glitter, because we knew it's like the herpes of the craft world, right? Like literally, I mean, we were covered in glitter. So
it's like the ultimate fangirl moment. Human and female empowerment is extremely important to you, very noticeable in your work, how much it means to you. There's a lot that's been going on Facebook, the internet, with all of these new cons that are coming in Utah, and basically it's cosplay and body shaming. It's been a big issue, and I wanted to know, what are your feelings about you have to be a certain body type to do cosplay?
I'm actually very against body shaming in all forms, whether it be for men, women, skinny girls, curvier girls. Sometimes people will go on my page to compliment me while putting down skinny girls. I don't like that, because I don't like the term real women have curves, and I don't like the term you need to have this body type to be able to do anything. There was recently a girl on Facebook who had posted a picture, a gorgeous picture. All I see when I looked at that was just a beautiful girl in a beautiful costume. She'd said how she'd been being body shamed, which just blows my mind. I just hope that these women, A, don't listen to it, love their curves, love who they are, and keep cosplaying, because I don't think you need to have big boobs to be able to be a cosplayer. I don't think you have to be stick thin to be a cosplayer. I don't think you have to have anything a certain way. If you want to dress up and have fun, go dress up and have fun, and hate is gonna hate, so you just gotta ignore those people. So
alright guys, you've seen some of her art pieces. They're absolutely amazing. If you want to purchase her photographs or find out how you can get a session with this amazing photographer, please tell them where they can go and what they can do.
Oh sure, I'm easy to find on Facebook. It's Kat Palmer with a C, or my website is katpalmer.com. I'm also on Instagram as Kat Palmer Photography. That's a fun place to follow me, because I like naked ladies. It's a really fun, and gas mask. If you Google me, don't watch any videos that come up. So if you're looking for my work, I have a permanent art installment at Jed's Barbershop. I have both places, the location downtown and on 2100 South and 2100 East. If you go to the new Sugar House location, it's basically you're walking through 20 years of my life, and it's pretty cool. It's got images from my first roll of film and all the different series that I've done. Also, you can always pick up my stuff at the Urban Arts Gallery or Umoka in their boutiques.
All right, guys, you know what time it is? It's time for Seaich Reviews. Let's head over to Jared to see what he's got for us.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jared Seaich coming at you with yet another Seaich review. Today we're taking a look at the film The Justice League, Gods and Monsters.
At least 50 dead in the Embassy Massacre. A virtual house of horrors. Superman's fingerprint is damning evidence for sure.
The Justice League cannot be trusted.
Forget everything you know about the Justice League. This film takes an alternate reality approach to the superhero team. It all starts with Superman himself. Imagine for a moment that Jor-El was not the father of Superman. That's right. Just before they launch their kid out into outer space, General Zod interferes and somehow implants himself into the egg before it takes off into outer space, thus creating a different kind of Superman. The son of General Zod is now the Kryptonian hero of planet Earth. Now, Jor-El not being Superman's father was just the first twist into the Superman alternate reality. Not only is General Zod the father of Superman, but instead of being taken by the Kents and raised as one of their own, Superman is actually adopted by a Hispanic immigrant family who takes him away and shows him what life can be like as an immigrant. Hey, Mexican Superman, I got the keys, man. This hardens Superman. Not only is he son of General Zod, but now he has grown up in the United States as an illegal alien, in two senses of the word. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that does completely mean that we have a Mexican Superman. The first time I really saw his Hispanic side come out was when he was investigating a body. He floats down, he sees it all charred and burned, and he's like, Dios mío. And I was like, yes, my people finally have a superhero that is not Zorro. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that Superman is evil. It just means that he's become hardened. He doesn't take crap lying down. He's not as lenient as a superhero as Superman is. And to me, that's almost an even cooler Superman than Kal-El was to begin with. The second really big twisted character coming to mind would be Wonder Woman. Imagine for a moment that Wonder Woman's culture and Darkseid's culture tried to create peace by marrying Wonder Woman to Darkseid's son. This created a much more hardened version of Wonder Woman than we're used to seeing in the Justice League. This Wonder Woman was freaky, I'm telling you. It's not that her physical appearance was scary in any sense, but it's like dealing with a Wonder Woman on PMS 24/7. This girl's got an attitude. Superman's all like, hey Wonder Woman, maybe we'll go catch a movie or something after this. And Wonder Woman's like, I belong to no man, not even Superman. Whoa, hey, who was kidding, man? A lot more comes into play, but the film really illustrates a unique version of Wonder Woman. And the third, and perhaps my favorite version of a superhero, is Batman. Now in the comics, there's a character called Man-Bat. This is a Batman villain that we're used to seeing, but in this case, Man-Bat has adopted the role of Batman instead of Bruce Wayne. Now Man-Bat in the comics goes by the name of Kirk Longstorm. Longstorm was a really intelligent student that tried to create a serum to cure his own cancer, and inadvertently he accidentally turns himself into a vampire-esque creature. Now from this, the character of Man-Bat was completely never made. Instead, Kirk adopts the superhero vibe of Batman and goes by Batman. So Batman in the Justice League Gods and Monsters is not Bruce Wayne, it's Kirk Longstorm. And yes, that means we have a Batman that's a vampire that sucks people's blood, kills people, and kicks butt.
Go on, take me to jail, copper.
Jail?
He's also a vampire, so there's a good chance he might eat you. Wasn't that? That's perhaps the biggest difference between this Justice League and the Justice League we grew up with. This Justice League will kill criminals. And from the looks of it, this darker Justice League actually does a better job at handling crimes. The Justice League Gods and Monsters is a very unique film. It is animated, PG-13, very violent. I had a heck of a time watching this film. I definitely recommend it. I give it a 4 out of 5. Definitely check it out. It's available on Vudu, iTunes, or even at places like Walmart and Best Buy. I'm Jared Seaich with Fandom. I'm out.
Your boyfriend has a lot of nerve.
He's not my boyfriend.
Dios mío.
You know what we say here at Fandom? Books are awesome, so let's head over to Dan to see what book he has for us this week.
Alright, this is Daniel with Fandom. We're here to give you another amazing book review. That's right, we're going to talk about one of the books I started with way back when, Dragons of Autumn Twilight by Tracy Hickman and Margaret Weiss. Now, this is a great book to start out with, so if you have someone that is around 12, 13, or even an adult wanting to start out with some fantasy books, this is a great one. Revolves around a group of friends that have decided to meet together at a certain point, and then things in the world start happening and they have to take off quickly based on a blue crystal staff, and just the craziness. Now, if you've gone out and seen the DVD and haven't read the book, read the book. It is so much better, and it's a great story that develops with friendship, twists, the plot, and everything. You'll love it. Tracy Hickman and Margaret Weiss do a great job with all the different characters, races, and the story. Go check it out. It might be a little bit harder to find. Check out Amazon, eBay, Dragons of Autumn Twilight.
Hey, this is Kat Palmer, and welcome to my studio. I'm going to give you a little bit of tour where I do my artwork. This is Age of Aesthetics. That's actually my hair. I had 14 women shave their heads for me, and this was the poster that hung there. These are my flat drawers. I love them, live by them. These are some of the awards that I've won over the years. These are Artie's Awards from City Weekly. The readers voted me 2007, 2008, and 2011 as their favorite photographer, which is kind of cool. The Utah Arts Festival in 2009 gave me Best of Show. Leftover books from a couple of the different books I've done of the shaved heads. And so this is a book of articles on me. That's the Star Wars. Here's some gas mask shots of me and my family. That was the Christmas photo we sent out that year. They put me on the cover of things when I'm pregnant, which is cool. I have a secret. This is where I collected secrets from around the nation from women. This is a piece I'm working on right now, a commissioned piece of my sexy Boba Fett out on the Salt Flats. And I like to point out that "as you wish" was first said by Boba Fett, it's not a Princess Bride quote. Fist bump, bump, bump. My R2-D2, he's an interactive droid that I do not like my children playing with. And then my lockers. I love lockers and I love photos of the people I love in my world, and so...
Alright guys, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Fandom. As always, I am Jessica Lane. Now, if you want a little extra dose of nerdy in your week, check out Dungeon Crawlers Radio on Blog Talk, Thursday, 6 o'clock. Later, geeks.